Hey guys, JH. Welcome to Practice Tea. Okay, following on with Davinci. With Davinci Code Mechanics. Okay guys, to give you the feeling of keeping this connection here in the trail side with the trail arm and keeping it there and basically throwing there. There's a guy that I've been liaising with just in the last couple of weeks, a pro from Canada, a French-Canadian guy from Canada. He teaches at the Victorienne golf course or golf club in Canada. I'm not sure what province of Canada, but it's the Victorienne, I think. Victorien, I think, Victorienne. And his name is Patrick Lamour. And it's amazing. I mean, he's only been fiddling with this for about a week, but he's been struggling with his golf swing for a long time, and he's obviously been a very good player, but he's been around the establishment and the institutionalized thinking of the mechanics of a golf swing. And like everybody, I mean, when the swing goes off, he says, well, what do I do with it? Well guys, what I say, if something doesn't work, try something else. And Patrick's taken it upon himself to try Davinci. And he's had some very good results in a very short period of time. Just before I go any further guys, he's had success to the extent that I think that he could basically help anybody along right now with their journey of Davinci. So if you're anybody in Canada, or you're going to Canada, find Patrick, Victorienne Golf Club, Patrick Lamour, and get in touch with the guy. Look, I'm sure that he could help guys. He's really up to speed on this very quickly, and his swing's looking really good. Now Patrick had conventional golf swing where it got very wide here, and first movement down was a little tip this way. And still, because he was a pro and got some ability, he was able to do and make some compensations in the swing. But you can't do it all the time, and you can't escape all the time, guys. It's going to catch up with you sooner or later. So I had a look at Patrick's swing, and I just said, look, we've got to get rid of this, and we've got to get something that's a little bit more narrow in the backswing, or connected in the backswing, rather than floating the set. So he's working with the guys, and he's sent me some videos, and he's looking really good, to the extent that I would say, you know, on the journey that I'm going now, he's probably up to speed where he needs to be right now, and he can progress very, very quickly. So I say, anybody needs any help with this, and up in Canada, or even if you're going to Canada, look out for or catch up with Patrick Lamour from the Victorienne Golf Club in Canada. Now what Patrick sent me a video the other day, and he said, JH, you know, this feeling here, I found something that gives me a good feeling, and this is Patrick's drill and Patrick's idea. And guys, this is a good thing about all the stuff I do. I want to go on the journey with all you guys as well. I'm not the great fan of mechanical wisdom and information. I'm learning, I'm building this, and anything that I can pick up that makes the job easier or is more appropriate to teaching the process, then I want to get involved in it. Now what Patrick showed me was this. He said, JH, what I do is I get a golf club here, and I'm doing this, I'm getting this feeling here, I'm doing that. See, this arm can't go anywhere, guys. Look at that. Can't go anywhere, look. What a great idea. And you get here and you just fire that wrist hinge and the softball pitching fingers and hands. Look at that, what a great idea. What a great, it's almost like the belt, the restraining device, but it's easier. Everyone's got a golf club. And I call this the Chuck Berry pose, guitar. Guys, you've got a guitar here. They've got the gunslinger to start with, but this is the Chuck Berry here. Well, you guys, young guys, wouldn't know who Chuck Berry was. Look at this. So get your golf club, your guitar, get it here, and work on this. What a great idea, Patrick. Fantastic, I love it. Now guys, something else that you can do as a drill to get the feeling. And we used to do this with Mo Norman when I was teaching Mo Norman. Because in Mo Norman, we wanted to be shut, as we do with Davinci. We wanted to have the right leg inside the left, and we wanted to be here when we hit it, and the head way back. And even though there was a slide in Mo Norman's. But one of the drills that we did with the Mo Norman swing, guys, we got a club and we put it back here, and we just got a 9-iron or a wedge, and we got the arm here, and we just hit the ball like that. See, that's connection there, guys, look. And the only way you can hit the ball there is fire your hand. You've got to fire your hand to hit the ball there. Now that wasn't one of the prerequisites in Mo Norman, but it's great for what we want to do here. So if you wanted to get a club and put it back here, and just do that. Or do Patrick's here. Fantastic, I love it, absolutely love it. And I like going on the journey with all you guys. I mean, the more information, and I say to you guys, you know, come up with whatever information you can, whatever you think. Don't be shy. Stick it on the channel. We're all learning. This is a journey for all of us. I'm not going to pattern this swing, guys, so I'm not going to do a Jack Kirkendall. Remember Jack Kirkendall from Natural Golf actually patented that 3-lever swing or 2-lever swing? That was amazing. I actually hit some shots with that. Jack used to do this. It's a big arc. He was smart. He said, that's the smallest arc you can have in a golf swing, and that's the biggest one. He was smart. He was right. A bit hard to come to grips with that, though. But Jack was a pretty innovative guy. And I think anybody that has different ideas on the golf swing is always someone that I admire and I'm always interested in looking at. Now, guys, someone has asked me about Davinci Code stance. What is the stance? Well, guys, the Davinci Code is like every other golf swing. Invariably, we should have all our components equally distributed there. So that if I was in my address position with a golf club here, I could jump straight up in the air. I don't want to be loaded right here, because if I jumped that way. And I don't want to be too far over here. If I jumped that way. I just want to be stacked here, guys. This is how I want to feel. Very windy here. I hope it doesn't blow my camera over. Yeah, so I just get here like that. Now, with Davinci, there's a little bit predominance of just getting on this lead axis here. But it's not this. It's just a predominance here. Just a little bit of that. And a little bit of staying there in the backswing. Once we cock the club up here, we want to feel these components moving away, but we don't want to feel them moving away like that. We want to have this nice, solid lead vertical axis in place. Remember, I said the big stainless steel rod down through the clavicle here and straight down into the ground. Very painful way to practice, but that's the feeling you want here. You want to have just a little predominance there. The feel, guys. I mean, where do I feel the weight? I always feel the weight sort of in towards the insides of my feet, insides of my heels, insides of the balls of the feet. And that's how you can balance up the address position. Because it's like putting up a structure, guys. Without a solid foundation, you'll end up with a structure that won't be very, very supported and a really good chance to fall over or break down. Got to have a good solid foundation for a structure to have any integrity. And of course we've got a structure here that's got dynamics and speed and motion and moving of mass in it, so we have to have a good foundation. So guys, just to recap, it's basically just here, feel like that here, with just a little predominance here. Now also, guys, in terms of ball position, people have been asking me about ball position. Now, I never go down the road of ball position. For me, ball position is where it is. Wherever ball position is where ball position is. That's just the way it is. But with Davinci, because I'm back here and this trail arm is back here, the ball is biased towards being back a little bit, and as a result, the ball flight is a bit flatter. Now that might help a lot of guys. It certainly gives you a very good, strong, penetrating shot. You know, if you saw guys like Davinci used to hit it flat and low, and with that little leak on it. But that was because he was in this position here. He really trapped the ball, got on top of it, and so he had a low ball flight. But he won a lot of tournaments with that. Won the US Open and the British Open and a lot of other tournaments. So, and one of the great ball strikers, probably in the top 3 ball strikers of all time. As a matter of fact, my pick would be Trevino, Mo Norman, and I saw Trevino and I saw Mo Norman. I never saw Ben Hogan, but I've heard a lot about Ben Hogan. I saw Sam Snead, and Sam Snead was amazing. Seve was amazing. I'd be drawn between Seve and Sam Snead. I never saw Sam when he was young, but I saw him even later, you know, when he was quite, well, you know, like 58. And he still hit it unbelievably good. But I saw Seve at his peak, and Seve was amazing. So, yeah, but Trevino's right there. And of course Mo Norman's right there. And of course I never saw Count Yogi, so I can't include Count Yogi. And I never saw Hogan, so I can't include best ball strikers I've seen. But Trevino hit it flat because he was on top of it. So, guys, we don't want to be on top of the ball when we hit it. We want to be moving this way, here. Got a little bit of secondary tilt coming back this way. I'm reviewing and revising to just make sure that we don't lose sight of what we're doing. As we hit it, we want to be moving this way. We want to have this leg here pushing us back this way, so we've got that bit of secondary tilt. So we can spiral this way, and we can keep our connection. Now guys, one of the things that will help you when you practice this, to get the feeling of that leg pushing back, is set the lead leg and foot like that. Now if you set it like that at 90 degrees there, if you're going to hit a shot, look what happens here. You have this type of articulation here in the ankle and the knee. So what happens there? I can push that way very easily, and it pushes me this way. But if I'm here, very hard to do that. But if you put it there, guys, it's this. So get a club and hit some practice shots like that to get the feeling. Put your foot there. Look at this, it's pushing me this way. Hit some shots like that. Just hit some shots like that, guys, and that will give you the feeling that you want in the big swing. It won't be that pronounced in the big swing, but I promise you, there's nothing wrong with having your foot like that for a full golf swing and playing golf like that. I don't know why people don't do that. What that does immediately is it shores this up on the backswing. Basically eliminates your swaying off the ball, and on the downswing, it really lets this thigh arc and this hip move rearwards, and it fires this leg as a support system for the arms coming through to hit. It's a great way to actually hit the ball. I've been doing it in the last couple of practice sessions that I've had, and guys, I've really absolutely hit it fantastic just doing that. Now, it's not something that I've done before in my golf game. I haven't done that before, but I just looked at it and I thought, wow, look at the articulation here. Now for anyone that's got a rigid ankle, it might be a bit hard, but that's not hard for me to put that leg there at all. Look at this guy, look. And what happens there, guys, I've got both feet down. Do you notice that? Both feet down, which means that I'm basically coming out of the ground with the force. The force is going into the ground and it's pushing me up. And to push out of the ground is pushing my feet into the ground. And it's giving me this auguring effect, this spiraling up. There's nothing wrong with hitting the ball with both feet on the ground. Okay, providing you've got some sort of hip flexibility. If you've got no hip flexibility, although you don't need hip flexibility, I mean, Mo Norman showed that. He didn't want to turn his, but he had a different action. He was a lateralizer and a slider. But I think that this could be a little bit of a breakthrough here, guys. This here. Put the foot there. You get so much clamp on the ball. I mean, I don't clamp the ball normally. I'm a sweeper. But I mean, that just... There's so much clamp on that. That's just that type of hit. I don't get that. But that's that. So just... keeps that left leg bent, pushes you backwards. And you get this type of action, guys. You get that throw. Guys, it's 5:30 in the afternoon here. It's 33 degrees Celsius. Got to give the weather report. I can't hang on to the golf club. It's unbelievable. 33 degrees and it's 5:30 in the afternoon. I'm going to do a video later when it gets cooler. I'm actually going to try and emulate that video of Mo Norman where he hit all those balls to the green and the camera was on the green. That'll be fun. Trying to emulate anything that Mo Norman did. But I'll be doing it with Davinci. Okay, just do that, guys. It's just a little drill. Just a little drill. You'll end up with bent knees, you'll end up with both feet on the ground, but you'll end up with this here. And don't try and do it with a 5-iron. Just do it with a wedge or something, whatever. But going forward in a full golf swing, it'll be... I mean, I really think that I'll probably play with my foot pointing that way. Well, why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I do that? Just hit a shot this way. Just left of the camera. See, guys, it really gets you whipping over here. And it's amazing, it just pushes you straight backwards. That does that. And we want to be here, so we can actually get that throw around the body. Okay, we don't want to be like that, but we want to be moving here as a feeling. Okay, guys, there's just a couple of things. We'll be doing a lot more this week. Some specifics. Having a bit of trouble with the audio here. We're near the airport here and we're getting a lot of overstatic and all that type of stuff, and no matter what channel we run on, it's just really tough. So I just hope the audio today is okay. I'll just hit a full shot. There it is, guys. That's perfect. There's a bit of Mo Norman in that. But that's the drill. Point that foot this way. And I tell you, guys, I tell you the real payoff with this, and boy, is it good. If you're going to pitch the ball, this is the way to hit it straight. Get here and turn that there. Oh, it's unbelievable. Absolutely sensational to do it like that. Just point your foot there. Guys, if there's another word for super straight other than those two words, that's what it does. I mean, you just hit it unbelievable. You just get the club just does that. It's totally unimpeded, unobstructed. It's fantastic. All this is out of the way. Look at that. Look at this. you want to hit shots 50, 60 metre shots, that's the way to pitch the ball. Even if you want to hit a little pitch shot, you don't have to have, you know, if you only want to hit it not very far, just turn that out there. I turn both the feet, guys, like that. Turn them both that way, but the lead foot, turn it a long way. The trail foot, just a little bit. Look at that. They're just so amazingly straight. When I hit those shots to the green later on today, if the wind doesn't keep blowing, because I'll be hitting straight into the wind, it'll be hard to hit shots on the flag with a crosswind of 30 k's, but I'll be doing that, guys. I'll be turning that out there and doing that. Okay guys, just a couple little things. We'll be doing much more as the week goes on. Have a happy new year.